Hey everyone, so Priscilla just got released, and we're gonna take a look at, the unit, should you summon. First, I kind of want to take a look at what we get for like the update event coming out. I wanted to talk a little bit about some stuff. So we get the story stamina, so that's pretty cool. Ooh, I had 12 yesterday. I probably should have saved mine. I exchanged it in the shop. I usually save until I have 12, and then I do 3 of each material for the exchange shop. Oh, that sucks. Okay, well, I'll do it a little later. Then we have the 100 tickets for the event. Then we have pizza slices. I'm not sure if this was on the files or not. Either way, I was like asleep until like a couple seconds. Oh my god, we're getting collaboration with a pizza. Let me collect my pizza slices. This was a real thing. I saw them doing the collab with a pizza on Twitter, but I thought this was like an IRL thing. 8 slices for 10 tickets? That's a weird number. Interesting. I wonder how we get them. You get 500 gems in total. This is cool. This is really cool. They could have just like made this an IRL thing, but they actually put it in the game. That's kind of funny. I think it's funny and cool. I dig it. I dig it. That's just funny. So we're getting a new shop for the subjugation event. Again, super weird that we have another subjugation event back to back. I want to see the rewards for this one. Tickets, huh? Tickets, useless memories. Okay, so we're back to normal. Useless stuff in the gold items. Great. That's unfortunate. It is what it is. The Alcor event, subjugation event. Turns out it's only the 100 fragments, so you don't get a free Alcor. It was actually pretty predictable if you saw that the 1 right here doesn't exist. There's no 1 on this shop, implying that it is the only shop that that is gonna come. So yeah, if you're smart enough to notice that there was no 1 in the shop, no 1 out of 2, then you probably would have known that there's no second shop. So unfortunate, we only get the 100 free fragments. It's better than the normal 50 fragments. I'm definitely pleased with at least this shop. It sucks that we're going back to the useless stuff in the shops, but it is what it is. And now finally into the actual meat and bones of the update. We have the new Priscilla. So I have no idea what she does. She's been out for a couple hours again. I just woke up. See the animations loading. I think my PC is gonna be a little slow because I just woke up, so I just turned it on, and it's like kind of booting up. So if it's a little laggy, bear with me. It takes some time after startup. So then we have all the translations. We'll go through the memories first. We have the free memory. I believe you get this from the event. I haven't checked yet. I'm just assuming, since it came with the update and all. If the unit is demi-human, agility plus 18, that's pretty cool. If the unit is Anastasia camp, at the end of the turn, there's a 100% chance that you remove 1 debuff from self. That's pretty neat. If the unit is Halloween, so basically Mimi or... not Priscilla. Priscilla's Priscilla camp. Mimi or, I don't know, who else? I guess just Mimi. There's a chance when a critical strike occurs, you'll be given defense up for 1 turn. All allies will be given defense up for 1 turn. That's pretty nice. It's a neat memory. It's pretty niche, but I dig it. I really like it. Moving on to the actual one that came with the banner, we have if unit is Priscilla camp, and that goes throughout the entire memory. Debuff success rate 20, and then HP 25, debuff success rate 35. So HP 25 and the debuff success rate 35. Good that they give a lot of debuff success rate on this. I feel like a lot of characters need it now. Like even when I use Donna's field skill, people have so much debuff resistance that the field skill doesn't even feel like it's doing anything. It's kind of insane. If unit is Priscilla camp, there's a 100% chance you will remove 3 debuffs from self when you get a turn. So whenever you get... wait. If the unit... Okay, so I just thought this was like when you get a turn, like in general, but I think the actual unit... It's when the actual unit gets a turn. That was confusing. 3 debuffs, that's pretty nice though. That is very nice. If unit is Priscilla camp, when attacked, restore 10% HP. So I'm assuming this is made for Priscilla because, there's like 5 Priscilla camp units in the game. You don't have much versatility. So I'm assuming this is for Priscilla herself. Taking a look at our actual kit, we have skill 1. Physically attacks an enemy with 200% power, has a 100% chance of performing a coordinated attack with 2 allies. Nice. I like this basic. Fun. I think it's pretty fun when they add like mechanics that haven't been really used or utilized in the game too often. Like, did you know like we had a 1-star that could revive units and just never touched upon that until Bride Leah? And now Bride Leah is like one of the most insane units in the game still currently, just because of her, you know, at least she's the only unit that's actually good that can revive. I think stuff like that is pretty neat. So having more coordinated attack units in the game is pretty neat. It's not too niche, but you know. Then we have the second skill 2, passive. Interesting. Green allies. Oh, here we go. Always have an additional 30% critical rate and a 100% chance to debuff success rate. Ooh, Hooded Leah comeback potentially? We'll have to see. When an ally's critical attack is activated, there's a 100% chance you will reduce the action gauge of all enemies by what? 3%? This has gotta be a mystery. 3%. Hold on, give me a sec. I'm gonna check the Discord. I had DM showing, so I had to block it really quick. 3%? Am I tripping? Maybe the calculations are off. Oh no, it's 3%. It's 3%. What the fuck? I don't know why it's 3%. Maybe it has something to do with it. Maybe it makes sense. Hold on, let me read it again. When an ally's critical attack is activated, there's a 100% chance you'll reduce the enemy's action gauge by 3%. At the start of the battle, there's a 100% chance. 3%. This has to be good. I'm missing something. Her skill 3 has like 20 hits or something, and then it all stacks up. I don't know. There's a 100% chance the action gauge of all enemies will reduce by 25%, and additionally, if there are 3 or more green allies, there's a 100% chance to remove 2 buffs from all enemies. Ooh, she looks spicy. I like her. So, start of battle. There's a 100% chance to actually. I wonder if this calculates after they've had the buffs from like memories, like idle memory and stuff like that, or this counts way before. I'm assuming it's after the buffs, because I feel like if it's way before, it wouldn't really matter all that much. So I'm assuming you get the buffs, you get your passives, you get your extra action gauge, and then she reduces it by 25%. And then I don't get the 3%. I really don't. It's so funny to me. And then obviously you want to run her with the green team. 100% chance to remove 2 buffs from all enemies. That's pretty neat. And then this is at the start of battle too, right? At the start of battle, if they're, yeah, okay. So you just remove 2 buffs. That would have been cool if it was like every turn, but it might have been like overpowered or something. Then we have skill 3, magically attacks all enemies with 600% power. There's a 100% chance to give all allies defense large. Oh, it doesn't say. Oh, it's over here. 70% defense. Okay, cool. For 2 turns. In addition, revive green allies at 100% HP and increase all green allies action gauge by 80%. Huh. She's AoE Bride Amelia. Holy shit, this character is insane. Huh. She's more geared towards PvP, but she's a great PvE unit. She literally revives your entire team if they're all green. That is insane. Wow. Great unit to have. This is probably a summon. Just from this alone, she's definitely more PvP oriented. Like all this I just see is like counter PvP and stuff like that. Like you don't really need all this like. Well, really, when it comes to PvE, you just need a solid kit for yourself. You need units that can take care of themselves. Like this looks like it can take care of enemies. You know, This is handling enemies. I feel like for PvE, you just really need like great team synergy and like units that are just good overall. Like you don't need specifics like this. Plus, she's just great overall for greens. Huh. 4-turn cooldown. Magically attacks all enemies at 600% power. There's a 100% chance to give allies defense up. In addition, revive green allies at 100% HP. That's really nice. Increases all the green allies action engaged by 80%. Then bonus skills, debuff success rate up, agility, HP. It's cool she gets agility. Leader skill increases all allies debuff success rate by 50%. Do we have a green one for that? If not, this is pretty neat. Her attack and defense are, her defense pretty low. Her HP is great though. Agility is pretty solid actually. And then 50, 120, 30, 35. Debuff success rate. Got that extra 10%. That's nice. This is still a little silly to me, but she is a great unit. If you want to summon here, I wouldn't argue. She's nice. She is nice. I like her unit a lot. She is great. I like her. I think she's gonna be pretty solid. If you want to summon, I'm not here to stop you. I mean, these videos are never really here to stop you unless it's super silly of an idea to summon. But I'm mainly just here to inform you. Personally, I really like the unit. I would summon if I didn't believe Elsa was probably coming after Halloween. Again, we also have that Mimi coming up, so be wary of Mimi and Teresia. I think they're both still coming up. The Sword Saint was shown in the story. There's like a story somewhere. I think sometimes when you load in the game, it doesn't actually show the story right away. But like when you're actually like, I think I have to like do a quest or something, or come back to like the title screen and it'll show me the story. And I think the Teresia is actually in that story. So people are saying like, hey, oh, maybe she's not coming because she's already in the story. But also, you know, I said the same thing about Bride Elsa. I thought there was no way they'd make a Bride Elsa. They were just gonna put her in the story that you get like when you come into the game, which they did. And I was like, oh yeah, she's not coming. And then they announced her a couple days later. I was like, or a couple weeks later, whenever she was announced, and I was like super excited. So just be aware. I do think that Teresia is still coming for sure. Mimi's still coming. I think as a unit because it just makes the most sense for both of them. Although they were the ones we got files for, and Priscilla wasn't, and Priscilla ended up being the unit. So I don't know. It's wishy-washy. I would just wait. You have 23 days. They're not gonna. I really don't think they do only one unit for Halloween. And they're gonna do it at the beginning of October. Like we have an entire month of spooky shit they can potentially be doing, especially in All Out War event. That's probably gonna be Halloween themed as well. So I would assume that unit or that bonus unit is also gonna be a Halloween unit. It can either be, I guess, the 20 years later Elsa that they just throw in there randomly, but I do think it's probably gonna be another Halloween unit. So if you're interested in Mimi or Teresia, save. Yeah, this Priscilla, I don't think she like. Oh man, I was gonna say she doesn't carry an entire team, but she revives an entire team. Oh wow, she's crazy. I like her. I really like this unit. This is pretty much personal bias here. I really like this unit. I think she's pretty neat. No, I'm not gonna summon. I'm really not gonna summon. I really wish I could though. That's pretty cool. And then we had the tickets. I didn't even touch upon this. I think the tickets are for Alcor. Interesting. That's kind of lame. You know, seeing how it's like a Bride Amelia or a Birthday Amelia collaboration. I don't get why we get an Alcor one, but we can get unlimited here. How do we get these pizzas? Okay, whatever. I'll see you guys next video. Later.